Good morning, everybody. It's 6:32 a.m. Citizens of YouTube, as Pastor Dowell likes to refer to people of your like. Today is the Wednesday, the 7th, of March 2018. And, the sun has been coming up earlier and earlier, because that's what it does this time of year. And then we'll set the clocks back, which is stupid, or ahead, or whatever, and it'll be dark again when we do these videos. So I had a thought earlier, and this may or may not sound goofy, but let's get philosophical. Lots of people have supposed that sooner or later the robots are gonna take over the world, man. I'm not saying this isn't possible. I mean, one of my favorite movies is Terminator 2. Loved that movie growing up. Which, by the way, top 5 best movies ever in no particular order: Rocky IV, Terminator 2, Braveheart. Yes, Braveheart. The Patriot. And Rambo. The first Rambo. Textbook PTSD case. Plus M60s. M60s are great. Anyway. Right, the robots are going to take over the world, man. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. But here's my question for y'all, because you guys seem pretty wise out there at YouTube land. What will be the motivation for the robots to take over the world and or work together to accomplish that goal? Human beings, we have an innate ability and need to be part of a community. Like, we need to be accepted, right, by somebody. Love is one of the things that we need to prosper. We need to have things that we cherish. We need to have things that we excel at, right? We have, like, friends and family and hobbies, and our physicality is wired in such a way that when we do good things, we get a little hit of dopamine. You know, we're like Pavlov's dog. You know, if X, then Y. You know, if you do this, then this happens, right? Cause and effect. So, to a large extent, the development of human civilization has been dependent upon our penchant to work together to accomplish things that we couldn't otherwise accomplish as individuals by being part of a team, a tribe, or a group. Which is why you should have a tribe now. Just gonna foot stomp that. That's why you should have a tribe now, not, 3 months into it hits the fan scenario. Oh yeah, I think now'd be a good time to be part of a team. Be better if you did it now. But what motivation do robots have? You know, I know a bit about PLCs, programmable logic controllers, and I know a bit about power conditioning and, capacitors and diodes and electrodes and LEDs and, basic, PCs, personal computers, and random access memory and hard disks and all blah, 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 right? I'm not an expert, but I know enough about it to be dangerous. Maybe there's a code out there that would figure out the risk-reward system for a computer, or establish the risk-reward system for computers, which are inherent in robots. So maybe there's a way to do that it would encourage them to work together. And then that begs the question, well, who programmed this thing? Does it recognize humans as, friend or foe? What's the IFF on this thing? Ray Kurzweil, he's a really smart guy, dangerously smart guy. He's been involved in Google and several other projects. Wrote a book 22 years ago about all the things technologically that were going to come true in the next 20 years. And he was like 97% accurate, like some absurd level of accuracy. Then he wrote another book about a year ago that was all the things that you're going to see in technology in the next 20 years. And one of the things he was saying was technology is going to develop so quickly that technology will surpass the human brain's ability to interface with it. It will be more sophisticated than we are. So we will have to build chips, basically, that will tuck into our brain that will allow us to interface with the technology around us. And no thanks. I'm good. I'm good. When we get to that point, you will never see this beautiful mug again. It's gone. I'm not doing that. You guys do what you need to do. I'm out. I can plant potatoes and butcher cattle without the enhanced technological capabilities in my brains. Thank you very much. But the question was asked, how smart are these computers going to get? Oh, well, the average human IQ, intelligence quotient is, between 120 and 140, right? And the real geniuses out there, just like total nerd brains, 200. And we don't know of anybody who's ever been over 250. Well, how smart are these things going to be? Well, they'll have an approximate IQ of about 10,000. When was the last time a fly was flying around your face, annoying the ever-living crap out of you, and you opened up the door and gently shooed the fly away? Bye-bye, fly. Bye. Go have a nice life. Go find a nice girl, fly, settle down, and maybe get a cheap apartment. Be fruitful and multiply. No, you smash that thing, right? Kill it. It's so far below us that we don't even pause to think about killing that thing. Well, if you have an IQ of 10,000, the next smartest thing on the planet has a max IQ of 250 and an average IQ, we'll just call it 150, which is being generous to a lot of the people that I've met. A lot of people that I've met, that's extremely generous. However, let's call it 200. 50 times, something that's 50 times smarter than you. I don't know, man. I don't think that old robot is going to be too friendly to me and mine, unless it has some inherent programming that says these things are cool, we cherish these things, we love these things, don't kill these things, they're nice, we need them. And some people say, well, we're living in a matrix, man. Maybe. It's really good. If this is the Matrix, whoever put this together did a great job. Maybe God is a computer programmer. I know. Blasphemy. How dare you? I don't know. Thomas Jefferson said, question with boldness even the very existence of God. I did that once. God made it plainly apparent to me that he was real. So I don't do that anymore. But how are you going to wrap your human mind around an infinite God, right? I don't know. If I had a God that I could truly quantify and stick in a box somewhere, then I wouldn't be too interested in serving that God, because I would be at least as powerful as he was. Anyway, that's a tangent. Maybe we'll have robot gods that are so much more powerful and smart than we are, and have such a developed intellect, and they can predict our stupid humanity so well that it's like they're gods. Then what happens? Maybe there'll be a whole cult of robot worship. That'd be weird. What do you bring them to the altar? Like ones and zeros? 9-volt batteries? Gear lube? I mean, I don't know. I enjoy thinking about weird things. I like wargaming in my brain, coming up with different scenarios. And this one, you know, most of the videos that I shoot for you guys are thought pieces, things to think about. And I'm interested to see what y'all have to say about this. I think right now it's funny to think about it, but it's entirely possible 5-10 years from now. I mean, they've already got robots that can flip burgers, right? Better than a minimum wage high school kid can flip burgers, because that's what robots are good at right now, is repetitive tasks, right? Look up Raytheon SARCOS suit. The original idea was for that thing to be autonomous, and they're still working on that. But they figured out that currently the best computers that we have available to us sit above our shoulders. So we ought to have a human controlling that thing for right now, until we get the rest of it squared away, where the PLCs are all, you know, totally locked down, and we can make it think the way we want it to think. And yeah, that Sarcos suit is basically a Terminator, right? Art imitating real life, or real life imitating art in this case. So, and yes, Terminator is art. I don't want to hear it. It's art. I don't know, y'all. I hope you guys have a great day. I really do. I hope that maybe you get a smile or a laugh out of this video, and it makes you think. You know, how do you kill a robot? 50 cal. 50 cal black tips sounds pretty good. You know, that'd be where I'd start. You know, 30 round or 30 mil depleted uranium rounds probably also do a pretty good job. 40 mil, 40 Mike HE round, that'd probably work, I'm guessing. It'd be fun to figure it out. Tell you what, that little 55 grain pea shooter that I got in the back seat, probably not the best. Just, you know, maybe you hit the battery or the motherboard, yeah. But I'd imagine they'd have that thing armored up pretty well. You know, the whole thing would be at least level 4 all the way around. The government's got level 17, man. Probably. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.